Warzone 2 has the potential to be one of the best battle royales ever, but one of the big issues it's had since its release is very laggy servers that has been very frustrating to deal with. But I think we finally have a solution to that with something called LagoFast. What's nice about LagoFast is not only is it going to reduce your lag, it can give you lower latency and faster connection to the game and also boost your FPS. And to my console players wondering, does this work for console? Yes, it does. All you need is a laptop or a PC connected to the same network as your console. You don't need a gaming PC or anything like that, just something that can connect to that same Wi-Fi or network as the console. Now, downloading LagoFast is super easy. It's just go to Google and then type in LagoFast. It should be the first thing that comes up. It's lagofast.com. If you have trouble with this, I'll put a link in the video description. Now you're going to see here, there is a free trial that lasts for 1 day, but if you use my coupon code, which I'll have the information to that in the pinned comment and description, you're going to get 30% off with LagoFast. But if you don't want to pay for anything, that's fine. You can go ahead and download the free trial and just see if it's going to work for you or not. So once you've got it downloaded, go ahead and open up the program here. And it is a very simple and easy software to use. So under Game Boost, you're going to want to find Warzone 2.0. You might have to search it. For me, I've already got it favorited. Just make sure you're getting Warzone 2.0, not Warzone 1 or not MW2. So you're going to click on that and you're just going to click Boost. Basically, this little bar is going to load up. It's going to do its thing. And it's going to connect you to a server. Now, for most of you guys, it's probably going to start on automatic. And for most people, that's probably fine. However, depending on where you live, this is where things get a little bit tricky. Now, I'm in the Midwest, and for me, the Virginia server is the closest server to me that has the lowest latency of just 16 milliseconds. However, one thing I've noticed is that the East Coast servers, especially during peak times like the evening and nighttime, are by far the laggiest. So this Virginia server in particular, I've noticed I lag out of it way more. So instead of me going to automatic, I'm going to go to North America. And one of the ones that I found that works really well for me is this Illinois server. It's pretty close to me. It's still about the same ping. So I'm going to click on that and then we're going to click the Smart Boost and it's going to do its thing here. It's going to load it up and connect me to it. And then voila, we are connected. And then there you go. It actually has a timer here and it's going to show me what my ping is to it. So this is the closest server, but it's pretty close to where I live. Now, before you boot up though, if you're on a PC, you're going to want to go over to the FPS boost section. And this part is super duper easy to do. I've already got mine boosted, but you're going to click on the CPU tab. And you're basically going to check all of these things. Basically, all this is doing, it's nothing like crazy, like an overclock or anything. It's just disabling unnecessary systems while you are gaming. And what's nice is it does it just while you're gaming with the LagoFast up. So it's just turning off all that extra stuff. Now, talking about overclocking, you actually can overclock your GPU through this. I'm not using it because I already have my GPU custom overclocked by someone, so I'm not going to mess with this personally, but you totally could do this if you wanted to. And then it's also going to show you if your GPU driver is up to date. In my case, it is. And this is very important in COD right now because a lot of the dev error issues are related to not being on the most up-to-date driver. Now, if you haven't done this yet, you might have to like click on it and click boost, or there might be a button down here. Mine's already boosted because I already did this and have been testing it. Now, if you're on console, all of this should be the same and you should follow this exact same process. You're just going to do it from a laptop or computer connected to the same network. The console tab just shows different games that might only be on console. So since I've got all this set up now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start the game. You can start it from there, or you can start it from Battle.net or Steam, however it is you do on the game, and just load the game up like normal. Now that we've got the game booted up, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to queue into a solos game or whatever game mode you're playing, and we're going to test. Let's see if this makes a difference. Okay, so we just dropped in from the plane and we are sitting around a pretty comfortable 30 to low 40s latency, and I'm not even on the server that's closest to my actual location. Now, the one that's closest to me is that Virginia one, but like I said, that Virginia one seems to be like super overloaded and is super laggy. And this is also, it is 7 p.m., which is like prime playing time, and this server feels completely fine. My latency is a stable 30 to 40 latency, and the game feels good. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick comparison, and this is me without LagoFast on. I'm getting about 40, 50 latency right now. We're getting about 140-ish FPS, 150, kind of in that ballpark. So not too bad. I am playing at like prime time. This is like 7 p.m. So, you know, we'll jump in. We'll kind of see how the game feels in terms of lag, though. But this is a little bit higher latency than I've been getting than when I use LagoFast. Now, one more thing I want to talk about here is depending on where you live and what time you're playing is really dependent on what server you want to go for. So, for example, if you're East Coast and you're playing at primetime gaming, you might not want to pick one of those servers that is closer to you, like the Virginia one or even the Illinois one. I found that during those peak times, you might be better to go for a little bit more like central or west-ish server. I think there's like a Colorado one that for me, I still get pretty decent latency on, but it's way less populated. And because of that, the server is much smoother. Now, it's not guaranteed every single time. You might end up, you know, just on a server that is overloaded and it's going to be laggy, but play around with it. Change servers and see what ends up working for you based off your location and based off what time you're playing. I hope this helps you guys out. Don't forget to use that coupon code that it will be in the pinned comment and in the video description. Good luck gaming. Hope you guys get some dubs with lower latency and higher FPS thanks to LagoFast. See you guys.